It's October, it's autumn, it's getting cold, it's time to get a down jacket. Hi everybody and welcome to another video. And in this video I am going to talk to you about the FORCLAZ men's mountain trekking down jacket. Now, I've had this FORCLAZ down jacket for about 3 years now. I bought it from Decathlon when I first started setting up the YouTube channel and wild camping. And the reason I bought it was because I was on a bit of a budget at the time. I'd already bought a few things from Decathlon, and so I visited their store. They're online, but also they've got physical stores here in the UK, France and other countries. And I found this particular jacket, and it was only $39.99. So my immediate reaction, and probably your reaction as well at this moment, is how can a down jacket under £40 actually be any good? Now, when I was looking for my down jacket, I didn't want to compromise on quality and kind of insulation, but I had to be kind of realistic with my budget. When I looked into the technical specifications of this jacket, I was actually pleasantly surprised. Now, down jackets, if you don't know, their warmth, their insulation is measured by means of a fill power ranging from about 400 to 900. So the higher the number, the greater the insulation. And this particular jacket from FORCLAZ has a fill power of 800. So already it indicates it's going to be quite warm. Now, this particular down jacket comprises of grey duck down and grey duck feather. It's a mixture of the two. And one thing Decathlon are already clear on is that the down and the feathers that they use are ethically sourced. And if you go to the Decathlon website, you will see that very, very clearly. Again, if you're new to down jackets, you might not be aware of how you're supposed to wear them or what you're supposed to wear them with. So I've got my t-shirt or my kind of long sleeve sort of base layer, then I've got my fleece, and then the down jacket will go over the top. And then the idea is that if you were in quite a serious shower or rainstorm, you then have your raincoat going over the top of that. This isn't designed to walk around in the rain in. Having said that, the website do actually say that it's water repellent and that the outside of it, the kind of the polyester, has been treated to repel some water. I have been caught out once or twice when I haven't had my raincoat, and it has managed to repel kind of light showers, but I wouldn't risk it with anything heavier. The problem is that if the water gets inside the jacket and it makes the down or the feathers wet, immediately the effectiveness of the insulation is kind of reduced drastically, and if you were out somewhere and you really needed to be warm, that would not be ideal. Another thing that I love about down jackets in general, and particularly this jacket, is how compressible it is. Now, there are two ways that you could store this in your rucksack. It does give you the ability to tuck it all into one of the side pockets. I think it's the left-hand pocket, to zip it up, and then you get a kind of a pouch that you can kind of stuff into your bag, your rucksack, or whatever. I don't tend to do that. What I tend to do is just stuff it into the rucksack, into all the nooks and crannies, so that I'm using all the holes and parts of my rucksack. I often get asked, how do you get all the stuff in your rucksack? And it's just the little things like that I've learned along the way. Weight-wise, you're looking at about 290 grams. It doesn't have any kind of inner lining. I know some of the more expensive ones might have an inner lining and kind of pockets you can use on the inside. This doesn't have that at all. But what I would say is don't be put off by that. It doesn't mean it's a kind of like a cheapie and it's not going to be effective. The job of this jacket is to keep you warm. And if you've been following the channel, you might have noticed that I've worn this on several outings, camps, things that I've been on, and it has served me really, really well. I've worn this in the Peak District, I've worn it on the South Downs, I've worn it in the summer when I've been cold on hills. I've worn it everywhere, and I even wear it when I'm not camping. So when I'm walking around London, sometimes I pop it on because it's just so convenient. Zips can always be a little bit of a problem when it comes to sort of sleeping bags and jackets and things like that. The main zip on this jacket works really, really well. No snagging, no issues, hasn't broken on me at all. It's got the two zip pockets on the side, and it's also got a little drawstring on the waist where you can tighten up the bottom of the jacket just to kind of keep that warm air in. One thing to point out with, if you've not bought Decathlon clothing before, is that their sizing can come up, in my experience, quite small. Now, I generally buy everything in a medium, but this jacket for me is a large and it actually fits me comfortably. So if you are considering buying one of these jackets, I would go for the next size up. Do I have any criticisms? Only one slight niggle, and that is, and I'll just show you, it's the hood here. So you zip it up there, I mean, it does keep my ears warm, it kind of covers everything, it comes down well over the forehead, but it would be quite nice if they had a little drawstring there just to tighten it up a little bit maybe, if I'm being a bit niggly, and I know one or two other people have said that. So in summary, I think this is a really, really great jacket. In terms of value for money, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I've had it 3 years now, I've had no issues with it. All of the stitching is in place, nothing's come apart, it's always kept me warm, combined with other layers of course. And for $39.99, I don't think you can go wrong. And especially if you're on a bit of a budget or you're starting off wild camping, I'd recommend this as a really, really good entry-level winter down jacket. So thanks very much everybody, I hope you found that video useful. If you have found it handy, then you might want to just hit that thumbs up button, it really, really helps the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and you get all the notifications of any future uploads. So thanks very much, take care, stay warm, and I'll see you soon.